So when we've discussed this with you, you've explained, and this is actually highlighted quite a bit in the report, that there's pay gaps and pay gaps, right? So
yes.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about this distinction between the controlled and the uncontrolled and help the audience understand what that is and why it's important.
Yes, we get tons of questions about that, and it's very understandable. So sometimes it's called the uncontrolled pay gap or controlled pay gap. Other times you'll hear it referred to as the adjusted pay gap or unadjusted pay gap. These are synonyms for the same thing. So 83 cents is the gender pay gap when data are not controlled for compensable factors such as job title, job level, years of experience, and so on. The intent of uncontrolled gender pay gap research is to evaluate how women are valued in the workforce holistically compared to men. This reflects how women are valued in society compared to men, and is a way to measure inequality. What the uncontrolled pay gap shows is the type of work that women are able to get compared to the type of work that men are currently doing, as well as the monetary value of the work that women do compared to the work that men do. So, for example, because women occupy more service-oriented positions than men, their pay is lower than men. And that is what we are comparing when we're talking about the uncontrolled gender pay gap. However, Payscale's research is unique from a lot of other gender pay gap research in that we have so much data that we can also measure the controlled gap. And when we control the data for job title and other compensable factors, we find that women are still paid less. They are paid 99 cents for every $1 that men make in 2023. Now, a 1 cent difference does not sound like a lot, but if you are looking at it consistently year over year in every occupation and every location and every type of work that women do, regardless of whether or not more women or men occupy that type of position, it shows us a statistical underrepresentation or undervaluement of women in work compared to men at a very small percentage. And again, this is just for the US. So what we're looking for is the unconscious bias that is going to be influencing how women are paid compared to men. And that can be something that contributes to the gender pay gap over time in all occupations and in all locations.